Hello, welcome to my channel. I forgot which is the camera so I can look here or anyway. Hope you guys are okay. It's been a while. And I'm so sorry. But I'm catching up with everything. So I made this video really quick. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know if it's going to endure like the last one. You can check somewhere in the screen. But it's something that I want to do a long time ago, and after trials and errors, I just finally mastered the iron technique or crafting, whatever, or using the Cricut and so iron vinyls. And I was doing it all wrong, but I want to show you guys the process because I just want to mostly do something with this t-shirt. And I just bought it, that let me tell you, that 3 or 4 months ago, and I didn't start yet because originally I want to do some painting on it, but I decided to use vinyls instead, more faster, more quicker, and I'm going to wear it tomorrow. So I'm going to use this shirt, and because I was rebranding myself and do some stuff related for my personal projects, I'm going to put two of my personal stuff, mostly like a symbols in my shirt. For example, I'm gonna put the digital version on the logo somewhere on the screen, but also I made a sticker with it with my logo. Unfortunately, I had to fix a little bit because the background on my notebook is kind of light to show the art, but the design is somewhere in the screen so you can watch it, and mostly it's pastel colors related to a personal project that I'm working with. So, and since I like those colors lately, I like the holographic stuff, sparkly colors and stuff, reflected colors and stuff. So I want to recreate it. I find a pattern more similar to that. So I'm going to use the logo for the front on the shirt, and on the back another design. Then possibly patrons know what I'm talking about, but it's something that I love personally, and I want to put both of my stuff on this shirt. And also I'm going to paint this, so I'm going to do a time lapse for painting this hat. Also I bought this let's say the same thing, the same time as the shirt 4 months ago. I didn't touch it, I didn't do anything because I don't know what to do with it, but because I want to match it with my face mask that I did before, and I'm going to leave the link somewhere here so you can watch it again. I'm going to recreate it using the colors of my logo. So this is what I have. So the video is composing on two parts. Part one, I'm going to show you how I did finally did the design, cutting in the Cricut, and prepare it and transfer to the shirt. The second part is painting the hat, and mostly it's timelapse. I'm not going to use not using voiceover always, but for the iron and using my Cricut machine, yes, I'm going to use voiceover. So that's all for now. So enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, so once I open my Cricut design page, I just already upload both of my designs. I set up the size and the dimensions. You can put any dimension you want. So in my case, I just put my logo 3 by 3 inches, and in case of the compass 8 by 8. So sometimes I had to tweak individually in case of the logo, so the size can be equal. And at the same time, that app you can do many stuff like upload your own designs or type any kind of word. In my case, I was thinking type the name tree handle that I have, but I decided not to do it. But you have this option, you can write stuff and design. So for that, make sure that I use the 12 by 12 paper, because the paper that I used, it was 12 inches long, but it was 10 inches in height. So I just need 12 by 12 because I'm only going to use part of the paper. So in case of the logo, I just put in a corner, so I'm going to make sure that it doesn't touch the compass and the machine can cut the two stuff together. Once you have everything ready, you can connect the Cricut machine with the iPad via Bluetooth or the USB cable. Then you have to proceed for the final step, that is setting the material. That's the pressure on the blade, and then you can hit the load unload button. And that's the thing I'm going to say, you guys. And let me tell you, I was using the paper backwards. It's supposed that to heat transfer paper, you can use the design on the Chinese side of the paper upside down. That way, when you going to cut your design, it will cut mirror, and then when you can place it on the surface that you want to heat transfer, it will come with the right side. So I was doing all wrong because I was using the paper backwards, and I can figure it out how to cut the plastic, and the plastic on that Chinese side of the paper helps you to protect the design. So make sure that your design is mirror in case of iron, for what I told you before. That way, once you place it on your surface, it will come out in the side that you want to be, unless you want to do it backwards on purpose. So another thing that I didn't do is to set the gear to do iron plus instead of light cardstock or iron, because light cardstock is more pressure and can break the paper all the way through, but it's more easier to weave. And iron, depending on the material, it can cut completely, not onto the plastic, but it could be a little difficult to weave in case of intricate design like this one, and I will show you that later. So once that I set up both of the designs, the machine can do the rest. And for the logo, I just set to light cardstock. It was a medium high pressure, and the other one I put iron. But it's because I always forgot to check where the last time I put the gear on the pressure on the blade, and then I figured it out once that I done cutting it. So that's another thing that you need to be careful and make sure that the last setting that you put, make sure that you can change it before the machine cuts the rest. So I'm gonna show you some ASMR in 3, 2, 1. So once the design is already cut, you can take out all the mat, make sure that everything's okay, which it was okay for the logo, but I was very worried for the compass design. And we're going to a part that is really time consuming but really therapeutic in a part, and is weaving. And for that I use a weaving tool. It's like a needle that you can trace around the edges of the design, all the design, and take out the edges and look like this. For the logo was really easy, but the compass was really time consuming, and here's why. It took me approximately 2 hours and a half, almost 3, between started to cutting it. I was getting ready to go to church. It was a Thursday at that moment, and also the Dojo is really active that night, because our community in Discord is pretty supportive. So I have Discord servers called MR Dojo. If you don't have it, make sure you can download the app and go to the description down below so you can go to my Discord. And yeah, it took me a couple hours to do it. I just weave a little bit before going to church. I went to church, came back. It was like 9ish, 10ish in the night. I was going to say morning. Sorry, guys. Sorry. And keep doing it until 12, I guess. But it was in between checking the phone, checking social media, but also weaving a little bit. And the thing about not using a strong setting is there was some parts of the design who almost are going to break it, because there was very stuck together. There are some parts of the design that I had to trace it like 2 or 3 times, and if the machine can cut a little bit hard on the design, maybe I don't have too much time to take out the edges. But it was pretty nice, like taking care of each one of details and cutting them, and an ending result was so pretty. Like, it worth every hour, every minute weaving it. So I really like it. So I'm going to the last part of this session, and is the heat transfer. So Cricut has a feature called Heat Guide. You can find it on the internet, and you can select any machine that you have. And in my case, I use the Easy Press 2. Then I select the material that I'm going to heat transfer. Because I use an economic brand, I just pick a holographic one, and then I select the material, who is a t-shirt, but there's a lot of options over there. Then I press the Easy Press mat, and it shows the time and the temperature that is supposed to use in the Easy Press. So once I did the heat settings, I let the machine warm up a little bit before using it. And also, before I transfer my designs, I use the machine over the t-shirt so it can heat press and prepare the surface for 30 seconds. Once that I have prepped the surface, I use the design, make sure the place that I want hit press and put the machine and wait. This part is very simple. The only thing that you have to do is to know where the design is going to be, and the rest is just to wait. Then to seal completely, I'm going to turn around the t-shirt on the backwards and repeat the same process. This process is really simple. If you don't have an easy press, you can use a normal iron. It works the same way. But the good thing about the easy press is because it's so depending on the size that you're going to choose, you don't have the chance of getting burned or either burn your designs, and because of the time settings and the heat settings, it's very, you can save a lot of time with this machine, that's for sure. And later this week, after I filmed it, we bought the Easy Press Mini, so we can use all small surfaces like face masks and stuff. So now I'm going to prepare the space for the compass, and this one is where it's a little tricky because I want to make sure that the shirt is in place and making sure that the design is not very close to the neckline. And honestly, I was nervous to do that. Like, I don't want to damage after all this work, but at the very end, it really works. So it's the same process. I prep the surface using the easy press for 30 seconds, making sure that everything's fine. And once that I use the easy press and the surface is very warm, then I put the design in the t-shirt and the easy press on top of it for 30 seconds, and turn around the t-shirt and repeat the same process. It's really easy. This time doing this part, it took me like 10 minutes or so, because I think it was less than 10 minutes, to be honest. It was really easy. And once that your design is all placed and you already heat pressed your design, everything else, you have to let it cool for a couple minutes. There's some irons vinyls that it can peel off the protective sheet with straight after warming, but in this case, because it was another brand, I let it cool for a couple minutes before I start to peel again. And for the compass, I was feeling that it needs a little bit of heat so it can stay on the t-shirt. So I leave it for a couple seconds more. So sorry about the angle, but once that I let them cool for a couple minutes, I start to peel off, and this is the most satisfying part because I can't believe that this design came through so nicely. There's a part of the design I will explain later on at the end of the video that I feel like it lifts a little bit, but the thing is, it's so gorgeous, so pretty. The same thing with the logo, it came out so nicely. Like, look at it, oh my god, that's so cool. I'll give you some close-up of both of them so you guys can enjoy it. Ta-da! So, what do you guys think? I actually like it. Let me take this half a little bit because I have to fix it to match my right big head on my this is how it looks, and I'm going to give you more shots later. I had so many mistakes. Well, I was checking my Instagram last night, and it was like almost a year I not draw or paint anything when I have. So for be a year doing this kind of blending, that's okay. Also, I was painting non-stop until 2 in the morning. So there was some spots over there, but it doesn't mind because it's my hat, so it is what it is. But I'm gonna give you more close-ups of this hat later on. Also, if I have time today, which when you see this it's gonna be tomorrow or the next day, I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm going outside with this outfit, and yeah, take some pictures, some shots, and share it on this video. Also, the shirt looks amazing, and let me show you the back. Amazing. Also, it kind of left, but I think it's because I don't know. I just put the settings on the heat guy on quick cut. Supposedly the brand and the iron-on transfer I use is not from the brand, it's an economic one, so maybe it's could be a factor, and I should put more higher temperature so it can stick, but I hope it doesn't left during the day because it looks amazing. But yeah, for me the first time doing something like this all in one day. Like it was a marathon, but I think I improved compared with the last time. The last time I put in the Discord was helping my mom. I already told before. Maybe I should tell. And I keep repeating the same stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys like it. I'm going out with this outfit as today, and yeah, for more projects like this in the future, so stay tuned. Also, I want to thank many thank you to all my patrons and subs. The names are over there. I'm gonna put the Instagram handouts as well, or social media, whatever, so you can follow them as well. So because most of the content are artists, are streamers, are very talented people, so make sure you follow them, give it some love, and as well as they support me, please support them. And also check my social media over there. Everything's on one link. And also I'll be working a little bit more with copy and paper for the following months, and also be more active on Discord and Twitch. So please check my social media, please. And nothing, I'm just that's the end of the video. I hope you guys like it, and until the next time. Oh, I almost forgot, hit the notification bell because I don't know what's gonna be the next time I'm going to upload. So make sure you subscribe my channel, like this video, share with all your friends and family, and please